So, Craft Beer Fest Vienna, and at the booth of Amazon, I'm with Gudjon von Einstök. Hello, welcome to Vienna.
Hi, thank you very much.
Craft beer in Iceland, how difficult is this job?
I mean, it's a lovely job, but of course, selling Icelandic craft beer to the world doesn't happen by itself, because Iceland is not really known for craft beer. But we have a growing craft beer scene, and so it's quite vibrant. We started late in the craft beer movement because beer was only allowed in Iceland in 1989.
Okay.
It was a prohibition until then. So but we are catching up really fast, and a lot of growth, and we're seeing good exports now, so that's very good.
But it's kind of strange that a small country like Iceland is exporting beer all over Europe. How comes that? Do you have relationships to specific countries, or?
I think quite a bit of it has to do with the Icelandic water is really good for brewing.
Okay.
So that's kind of how our brand started. It was originally the owners, they were looking to go into the water business, but when they came to Iceland, they discovered it's great for brewing, and it's much more fun. And so, being beer lovers, they quickly changed the project into brewing great beer.
What I found out is that Einstök do I pronounce it right? Einstök. It's not owned by Icelandic people, it's owned by Americans.
Yeah, it's owned by, like I said, Americans who came to Iceland to find the greatest water on earth.
Okay.
And it developed into a beer project. They discovered that the craft beer scene in Iceland at that time was quite underdeveloped, and Iceland needed more great beer.
Yeah.
And they saw a lot of potential in building a great craft beer brand from Iceland. And here we are 5 years later, and we're in 22 different countries, 15 states in the US. So it's been a hell of a journey.
People started loving Iceland during the Euro 2016 when everybody was supporting Iceland because they had fans supporting their football team. Did you recognize that there was some kind of let's say Icelandic export success during that time?
Definitely we did. It actually started, Iceland got really well on the map, and first, when everything collapsed, we had the financial collapse in 2008. Then we had the big eruptions in 2009 and 10, which kind of shut Europe down for a while. So all eyes on Iceland. But finally, in 2016, we got some positive recognition for the football team.
Exactly.
And we definitely saw we had a special label for our white ale, which is our biggest selling beer. Celebrating the success of the national team. It was only available in a couple of markets, but it really sold out. All Icelandic beer people could get their hands on. So I wish, if we had known how well they would do, we would have, had a lot more beer, over in Europe at that time.
It's just like the jerseys. I heard that the jerseys were sold out within weeks after they made it to the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I mean, I heard, the Italians, it's Area who was making the shirts. Yeah. They were just, producing around the clock, but they couldn't get enough,
But when you go to Iceland, I remember I was in Iceland, I think 35 years ago. It was quite difficult to get good beer in Iceland. Have things changed over the years?
Yeah, it's changed a lot in the last few years. It's still a very lager-dominated market, but the craft beer scene is growing really fast. We have some really good breweries back there. Quite a bit of imports as well. So you can now get a very decent selection of beers, good craft beers, around the country.
So alcohol or like strong beer is no longer a thing that you have to look in the special shops for, or?
Yeah, actually you do. Everything about 2.25% is sold in the monopoly stores in Iceland, but they have in the last few years, they have. Increased their the number of shops, and the shops are getting much better. But in Iceland, you still have to, if you want a good steak and good beer, you have to go two places. First the supermarket, then the monopoly store.
Here in Austria, we now have the Einstök Pale Ale and the White Atlantic Ale. Any plans for the future?
Yeah, I mean, beer lovers actually have in their stores now toasted porter as well, which is a Baltic-style porter, very, kind of drinkable, like we want all our beers to be. Our motto is to make deliciously refreshing beers. So, by delicious, it's craft beers, but refreshing, we always want them to be very drinkable and pair well with food. But apart from the toasted porter, we also have a new beer called Wee Heavy, which is a Scots ale, 8% ABV, and that's brewed with bird smoked Icelandic barley and Angelica roots, so very interesting beer.
Okay.
And then we have our Doppelbock now available as well, which is a holiday seasonal for us.
Okay. If anybody is planning a trip to Iceland, is it possible to visit your brewery in Akureyri? Do you offer tours, or is it a closed environment?
Yeah, it's a closed environment at the moment. We are using a contract brewery at the moment, so we don't, unfortunately, it's not very well situated to offer people to go in there because of safety and health. But we are organizing in Akureyri a tasting experience in a bar called Ölstaf Akureyri, so that's going to open very soon. And also in Reykjavik we are planning some activities.
So if you have any news, just check out the website, right?
Yeah, definitely. And also I want to point people out in our website we have what we call an ale locator. So most bars and stores, which offer our products, they should be listed there. So you can always, find from Google Maps, where closest to get our beers.
Okay. So thank you very much. Enjoy the Craft Beer Festival here in Vienna, and hope to see you again soon here in Vienna.
Great being here. I hope to come back soon. Thank you.
Good. Cheers.